the level that this channel is at. This is it's at a level where I can interact, like I can do a good chunk of chat. I can interact with a good, depending on how things are, the majority or sometimes even all of the interaction going on. It's still very interactive. Once you get much past this, a ton slips through and it gets much bigger than that, then it's hard to keep the interaction up. There's been moments where I'm like, what do I even do with that? I don't know how to do that. This is a level of streaming that's it's sustainable economically, financially, and stuff like that at this point. And it's still fun because it still is a fairly personal experience.
People do tune into the feeling of the song or find the whole thing, helpful.
And if you're Irish, and I know there's a lot of Irish people say they don't like traditional music because they probably heard it, in a bad form, or they've been forced to be associated with school or be associated with something, and they're disparaging about it and so on. But I think everybody in Ireland, if they hear it in the right circumstances.
Favorite thing about your streams, you always find the gold, the good people still left in the world. Also being able to see new places I wouldn't have been able to see. Yeah. Hitchhiking, you deal with like the best of the best.
All you need is to hear the right tune or to be in the right situation, because I think the whole thing is
be willing to help out someone and expect nothing in return.
And as you say,
This situation right here, perfect example. I wasn't even hitchhiking.
You realise this has great worth and it speaks to you somehow. I think good music is good music no matter what.
You just kind of expose you, like, open yourself up to human interaction and open yourself up to meeting wonderful people. The people that would be willing to pick you up are just the best kind of people.
It was late when I heard Joni Mitchell first. It was Guy Sproul. He used to say to me, "You have to listen more to Joni Mitchell." And I said, "Yeah, I heard."
Oh yeah, I feel some expansion there.
And he got me a CD of Blue now, so that's how late I got into her. And I couldn't just...
For any advice from me, I have to move I would never imagine I'd stream to X amount of people, X amount of followers, and end up meeting a bunch of people, like going to one of my moderators' houses in Europe. I mean, from Canada. I stayed there for 3 nights.
Oh, he's an amazing.
But clearly he must have brought. Where was he from exactly?
Crazy things happen.
Yeah.
How long you've stayed in any one place during your hitchhiking? As long as I stayed anywhere while hitchhiking, like a break in a longer trip, is like 2 weeks in Croatia.
Beatles arrived.
Kind of look like a review brat. Is that a compliment or an insult? I don't know.
Oh yeah, but everything good is nasty.
Trevor, my fellow, 2. If I'm in the area, I'm of course I'm down.
Thanks, Trev. Hitchhiking is dope.
Voluntary reflex. Thank you for the 3-month reset. Appreciate 3 months of support. Thanks, Trev. Hitchhiking is dope. I definitely agree with you.
Covers most of tonight's meal.
Hitchhiking is dope. I swear it's dope. I love it.
Great philosophy of life and great philosophy of music and big blues man.
Average size rabbit. Thanks so much for the $20. Hope this covers most of tonight's meal. That pretty much covers tonight's meal. Thank you very much, Average Size Rabbit, for covering this meal I made for myself and didn't even finish.
Oh yes.
Not even half the pie.
Minneapolis.
It's tart.
Oh, purple.
I still have this salad here.
Nothing else.
Amateur. But thank you very much for covering my dinner. I do really appreciate that. Averagely sized rabbit. No, thank you. This music has some interesting twists and turns, yeah? Leftovers for tomorrow? Yeah. This will be leftovers for tomorrow. Will you be doing Finland in 2019? I think so. What I'd like to be doing is in the summer do a North Europe trip. Purple rain, purple rain. So we're talking do some more Scotland again, Orkney Islands, Shetland Islands, Faroe Islands, maybe some Svalbard, and then Norway, Northern Norway as well, Sweden, Finland, maybe a little Russia even. I decide what comments to read. Quite often it's if stuff's really fast. If it's slow, then I can interact with as much as I want. I only don't read stuff that's a bit trolly, and then I'm like, what's the point? If stuff's fast, it's like I read a question, I start answering it. Quite often, not looking at chat when I'm answering it, so I can actually focus on the question and processing things. And then I look back at chat and just arbitrarily pick the first thing that stands out in like the 5 messages I can see at a time. Russia would be amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit on stream. I think it would just be like maybe cross from Norway into Russia and then down through St. Petersburg, Moscow back to Europe or something like that. Tips for solo travel? Like, I don't know, have too much other than put yourself into social situations if you're not naturally just a social, like, butterfly. Force yourself into situations where you're forced to be social. And hostels are part of that. It's still easy to just go to your dorm room and kind of watch a movie or something like that. But just try to push yourself out there as much as you can. I love hitchhiking because it forces me to be social, and all I have to do is stand there like this and be like, hey, I'd appreciate a ride. And people invite me into their cars, and there's social interaction with local people, tourists, all different types of people right from that. It's not enough to try. Every day is a social experience when you're hitchhiking because you have to. Plans for tomorrow, we're going to do some hitchhiking, and then I'm going to come back to Dingle. I'm allowed to stay in this place again tomorrow night, so we're going to come here again tomorrow night and go out on the town and check out the fireworks, there's a parade, maybe grab a couple of drinks. I don't know what happens right at midnight, but I'm sure the streets get a little wild here. I've already hitchhiked across Russia. Someone was saying something about Russia. Like, hitchhiking in Russia is just fine. There was some sketchy driving and stuff there. Single track road a lot of the time, and people will be passing lorries when they shouldn't be. Slow commercial traffic, and people want to go faster, so they pass. And sometimes they pass when they shouldn't be, and stuff happens. In house, do you still use your tent in the bedroom? No. So if I have a bed, I'm gonna sleep in the bed.
And that song, you know,
It's great.
it is, but you know, it's a power ballad. He probably wrote in about 3 minutes.
Oh, I know, but listen to the musicianship and the total raucousness of it. I love it. It's not as kind of refined as all other tracks after.
No, my mum's just sending jokes. What we got? Irish memes. Pubs.
Yeah, I think as regards pop,
The official sunblock of Ireland.
I don't know anybody better.
It's like a picture of
I have to say that.
advertisements.
And I don't know.
Possible
what
stream and hitch in Africa. People have streamed in Africa.
You know, there's not much problem with this, but if you
I'm sure it's possible.
Prince and Joni Mitchell, you're not doing too bad.
Not too bad, no. I could have gone for more.
Next
but
one.
I have to be true to
So this Irish man walks out of a bar.
That's the thing.
No, really, it can happen.
If you ever, you know, live
Okay.
away from it, thinking,
And why?
do something.
No, I wouldn't saddle away from. Like, I think, you know, there's an essence in every music that gives you that same feeling you get from Prince there, where there's a raucousness, there's, you know, they're tugging your heart in every way. So therefore, you know, I think every type of music has that caliber.
Who's this married?
in it. If it's
So the guy like gave me a place here. His cousin is Mary, and then Mary and some other people are coming here tomorrow for New Year's Eve.
And tell me about Rosh and Aaron.
This place have a TV? I don't know.
That's their Donegal again. You know
Roisin Nuaran was
Watch the TV? No, it's a radio program.
And she was from Armore Island. And Princess O'Connell went up and collected songs from her years ago. And Cahalone, in his great wisdom, decided to put
You get
together a
the
CD
Ouija board.
of
It's not. That's not
songs.
how you spell Ouija board.
And I have got so
I don't
many
believe in that
hours
stuff.
of
Also, isn't it made by like Hasbro or something like
this
that?
old woman
Man,
from Armore Island
some large
lost all her teeth at this
board game company
singing these most incredible versions of
has a
songs.
deal with the divine.
Daniel and John.
Oh, I'd say no, this lady.
That's an airborne.
An airport, I know.
Where the polar bears vote, the North Pole. Good one, Mikey.